In episode 533 of Magic Emperor, which is going to be amazing, the episode begins by showing the venerable Yan, who is watching Jufan healing Sister Chuchu's wound from a distance. He says that it is just a small wound and can easily be healed with a minor healing pill. However, he then mentions that their cultivation is completely sealed, so they need help, and asks them to come here first. Jufan's companions then say that if they don't start moving quickly, they won't have any chance of moving forward. Seeing this interference, Jufan irritably tells them that he understands. After a short while, the scene shows Jufan unsealing the cultivation of everyone else. Then, Yan says to Jufan, "You only care about this girl. Look, we are all stuck here with our cultivation sealed, and you're running around like a hero without caring about what will happen to us. How can we trust you now, and how will you gain our trust moving forward?" Jufan, annoyed, says, "Why are you complaining like this? I've already saved you." Hearing this, the venerable Yan glares at Jufan seriously and says, "Do you think everything will be settled just because of this?" Then, he pats Jufan on the back in a friendly manner and says, "You've caused trouble for us, and now everyone is scared. These youths are so frightened that they won't even be able to sleep tonight. Can't you do something about this?" Jufan, brushing him aside, says, "Please, as an elder, you shouldn't scare these kids. Also, do you think I will fall for your attempts to manipulate me for money? Marais." Hearing this, Yan smirks and says, "This kid is definitely not good." Then he continues, "A leader should never deceive his followers, and he shouldn't cause them trouble like this." Jufan replies, "When did I cause trouble?" Yan shouts, "So what about that problem with Namo? Wasn't it only with the mystical heaven sect that we had issues? Why did you get involved with them?" Jufan responds, "So why are you so sure about this? This has nothing to do with us. Didn't you want to know about your enemy? Don't you want to confirm what they are really like for yourself?" Jufan continues, "By using this master, we learn much more about our enemy. Isn't that beneficial for us?" Hearing this, Yan is stunned and says, "But that's a superior 3 sect. You think you know everything about them?" Jufan responds, "You shouldn't tell me that when you fought their disciples. You knew everything about them, their cultivation, their skills, and everything else. If that was the case, why did I have to go through so much trouble to gather information? Instead of questioning me now, you should be embarrassed that you're not focusing on the task at hand." Yan is left speechless by Jufan's sharp response. Then, Yan's counterpart, Venerable Gui, asks, "Why are you blaming us for this?" Yan responds, "Wait, those are superior 3 sects, and they have nothing to do with us. So why should we keep an eye on them? We should only focus on the middle 3 sects to target the weakest one and destroy it." Oh. Hearing this, Jufan criticizes their narrow thinking, saying, "You are only focused on the middle 3 sects and happy with that." Yan is shocked and says, "What do you mean by that?" Jufan smiles and says, "When I do something, I do it completely. I challenge the superior 3 sects. As for the middle 3 sects, they're easy to deal with." After hearing this, Yan says, "The young generation truly surpasses the old ones. Jufan, your vision is really broad, and your goals are so grand that we could never achieve them. We can't even think of them, but you are already doing them. You are truly confident." Jufan responds, "Their disciples are very unusual and strange. For example, with Namo, I had to use 2/3 of my power just to test him. If someone in the Double Dragon Gathering is stronger than him, I might have no chance. But don't worry, I have many ways to handle it." After hearing this, Venerable Kui, looking extremely shocked, says, "Does this boy Jufan still have 1/3 of his strength left?" Venerable Yan, in his mind, thinks, "This boy is indeed very powerful. With these insane powers, he can fulfill all his ambitions." After thinking all this, he then says, "All right, let's leave all this behind, because as long as everything benefits our sect, we will continue to follow you." After saying this, the 3 of them laugh and start to walk away. At that moment, Venerable Yan says to his 2 companions, "Yan Mo was the top genius of the superior 3 sects, and only King Yu could defeat him. If we can defeat the great superior demon sect, It will be an incredible thing. But wait, this isn't right. When did we start thinking like him? He then looks at Jufan with surprise and says, wait, did he take the secret stone from us again? The scene changes, and we see Jufan sitting somewhere, thinking to himself, I only wanted to confuse them, but I didn't realize I would challenge the superior sects this way. My mission was initially very simple. I just wanted to take down the middle 3 sects and replace them with the demon scamming sect. But now, I have to work even harder. Yanmo was truly powerful. If there are even more freakish creatures in the superior 3 sects than Yanmo, then this will be like inviting trouble and a battle that no one knows about. Thinking all this, Jufan slaps himself and says, I and my loud-mouthed companion Mur will handle this. At that moment, Fairy Sui appears in front of Jufan and says, Young Master Ju, how are you? Jufan, pretending to be in pain, replies, It's nothing, just a little toothache. But tell me, why are you here? Are you here to mock me for my toothache? Hearing this, Fairy Sui, flustered, respectfully says, How could I do that? I only just learned about you. Young Master Ju, thank you so much for everything you've done for us today. Our mystical heaven sect will never forget this favor. And since we are all heading to the Double Dragon Gathering, and your sect's disciples are in a bit of trouble, why not let us help you by keeping an eye on them along the way, so we can repay the help you've given us? After hearing Fairy Sui's words, Jufan, feeling that her actions aren't right, says, Let me guess, what's your agenda? Just as Jufan is saying this, the young master of the mystical heaven sect interrupts, saying, Do we really have to walk with these demon cult members? But there's no other way. Our mystical heaven sect, such a righteous sect, cannot walk with these demon scum and stain ourselves. At that moment, the elders of the mystical heaven sect arrive and say to their young master, Namo's whereabouts are unknown, and he is a demonic cultist. He will definitely come for revenge because we are involved in all of this. The demon scamming sect is the only one that can stop him. So if we want to safely attend the Double Dragon Gathering, we'll have to go with them. Besides, once we get there, our paths will separate, and I understand that you are a very noble person, and I respect that. But this master is extremely important to us, so please think about this and accept the situation. After hearing all this, Venerable Yan says, What the hell? They know very well how to burn the bridge after crossing it. Jufan then says, All right, I understand that Namo has escaped, and you are afraid of taking revenge, but it's shameful that you have such a foolish companion, and your older brother is a bit strange, don't you think? Even if you reach the Double Dragon Gathering, in the end, you will only meet the same fate, so it would be better for you to avoid this trouble and return home. Saying this, Jufan starts walking away. Behind him, Fairy Sui calls out, Sir Jufan, please calm down. Jufan replies, Oh, I'm not angry. Besides, a bunch of fools can never make me angry. Saying this, Jufan turns to look at his side, where, surprisingly, King Chen is standing with her friends. Seeing her, Jufan smiles slightly, and then continues walking while saying to Fairy Sui, We'll be walking quite slowly to get there, but if it doesn't trouble you, I welcome you to join us. You can walk with us if you wish. After hearing this, Fairy Sui, happy, says, Thank you so much, Sir Jufan. Thank you. With that, our episode ends here. Now, we will see Jufan's journey in the next episode. That is, tomorrow. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and let me know in the comments how you liked our video explanation.